Let's talk about Contagious. This is a brilliant marketing book by Mr. Jonah Berger. Do you want drugs, or how about weed, like lush green rolled in an OCB paper? Or do you want cocaine? Welcome to Beyond the Brand by TLB. If I tell you, don't think about elephants, what I tell you about. If I tell you that, just say no to drugs, do you really think that if you are offered a joint or something, you're going to refuse? Well, let's talk about Contagious. Interesting thing which has been mentioned in this book. So the time is around 1980s to 1990. Ronald Reagan, he was the president at that time. And his first lady, Nancy Reagan, started an entire statewide or a nationwide campaign against drugs. So the whole point was she wanted to run a campaign where the campaign would discourage the teenagers to refrain from using recreational drugs. And the core campaign theme or the core tagline was just say no. Their assumptions or their hypothesis was that someday or the other day in their school days or whatever, they are going to be offered a joint or like a sachet of cocaine or something, whatever it is. And the campaign wanted those teens to be inspired to take an action against it. But after a survey by an independent agency, they found out that the likelihood of teenagers actually using drugs, actually trying marijuana, increased because they found out that the more they were exposed to the campaign, the more they saw that entire nationwide initiative to discourage kids from doing drugs. The contrarian realization was that people are actually doing drugs. People are actually smoking weed, and be it their peers or be it their seniors or whomever it is, somehow they are using, the public explicitly using those drugs. And some of those kids might be the coolest kids in the school. So they're like, why not? Why can't we give it a try? So that's exactly what Jonah Berger in Contagious explains, that certain public behavioral residues, if you try to market your product, if you try to brand your product into the public, making the private public may not necessarily be an efficient tactic. Just like this, it can also have a very perverse effect. So his entire notion or his entire hypothesis he had put forward was that people doesn't speak about, or there are no public service announcements to be careful while using scissors. There are no public service announcement to make sure that you don't fall off your bicycle when you're riding. But there are public service announcements against drugs. So it means that it's something very publicly used. So they're like, if everyone is using, why don't we give it a try? Because we are human beings at the end of the day, and monkey see, monkey do.